Every car's got a story, but wait till you hear the one behind this stunning blue 67 GTX.
Well, my uncle come home from the Vietnam War and said he didn't have a whole lot of money, but he had some, so he went to go buy a new car, and this is what he bought. A 67 Plymouth GTX. It was brand new, sitting on the showroom floor, and he fell in love with it. He kind of really wanted the Hemi, but it only come with a 1-year warranty, so he elected to get the 440. Of course, I told him, I said, I sure wish he would have went with the Hemi, but Super Commando, 375 horse from the factory, automatic, 8 3/4 rear end with a 323 gear. It's a really cool car, and it's obviously I really enjoy it. The chrome valve covers, they put those on from the factory. These got the 915 closed chambered heads on them. They only did that for 1 year. Made this motor worth a little bit more, and like I said, they were real sought after heads back in the day for the drag race guys. But I've tried to keep everything original. I mean, this radiator is original to the car. The transmission is original to the car. Rear end, everything is original. Motor, obviously, original. Heads that it's cost a lot of extra money, but I've tried to keep it as it was.
Plymouth is out to win you over this year.
Plymouth is out to win you over with the 67 Belvedere GTX. Its optional Hemi V8 is the original shutdown king.
Over the years it set, and my mom and dad was like, you know, we need to find you a car for your 16th birthday. And my uncle was like, well, I got this car for him. And they was tell me about it. You know, and I had seen it obviously in his driveway, you know, and been a while since we'd seen it. But me and my dad showed up there to get it with the truck and trailer and pulled in there. And I asked my dad, I said, is that it? And of course my dad said, I hope not. There's no motor in it, and he was in the process of rebuilding it. I mean, it was raining that day. We had to put the valley pan on the motor just to bring it home. You know, we wasn't even finished, and the intake wasn't on it or nothing like that. So had the transmission in the back of the truck, had the hood underneath the car on the trailer, and 2 5-gallon buckets of bolts to put it back together with. I had no idea where anything went. It was a deal where you start putting it back together, and you put this bolt in there and you think it's right, and then later on you go back and take that bolt out and put it somewhere else because it was wrong. And it was quite the process. But we pulled it in my dad's garage, and I went to sanding on it with a DA sander, 6-inch DA sander, for all that winter. I sanded the whole car to metal. I knew it was going to be a lot of work, which I've never been afraid of work, but I was really excited to get started on it and to start sanding on it. Like I said, Mom and Dad never had to ever come find me. They always knew where I was at. I was out in the garage sanding on this car, and to this day, obviously, you know, we're talking 40 years ago here, you know, you could go out there in the shed and wipe your hand across the top of the rafters and you still get blue paint off the rafters. Anytime you climb up there, yeah, it's a mess. But yeah, back in those days, in '85, nobody made quarter panels for this car, and it needed quarter panels. So we just put a patch panel in. Well, this time when we got it redone, now AMD makes quarter panels for it, so we put full replacement quarter panels in it to do it right. We had it done in a year, and like I said, it wasn't as to what it is now, but obviously it was my 16th, you know, I had one to get done for my 16th birthday, and I mean, to have that kind of a car on the 16th birthday is pretty nice. I was kind of the popular one to haul kids to school, to and from football practice, but yeah, we've seen all the numbers on the speedometer before. Yeah, and it's got a 150 mile an hour speedometer on it, and we've seen all of them. I've never lost a race with it. But, yeah, I never have. So.
Want a new kind of action? Go tell your Plymouth dealer GTX.
Yeah, it makes me smile. It's been a while. Like I said, I drove down here, but other than that, I've not driven it much at all since '97 when I got married. But I've been itching to get it back out, especially now that it's done. But I'm ready to enjoy it. I really am.
Even though the GTX was restored, it had been a while since Mike had driven it. So he brought it to us at the V8 Speed and Resto shop to have our mechanical team give it a once-over before taking it back to the streets.
Got a lot of stuff done while I was here. Rear end, namely, one. A lot of things under the hood. Transmission was leaking, had an oil leak on the motor they fixed. Oil pan, dipstick, rerouted the fuel line, got it away from the distributor. Did quite a bit of stuff. None of which what I was going to have done when I brought it here, but that's the way it goes. You know, it's no big deal. But you guys did a really good job, and I'm glad I found out about you. When I have weekends off, it was every other weekend. I'm going to plan on going to car shows, cruises, whatever. I'm not going to have it if I ain't going to get it out and enjoy it. I'm not one of them people that just sit and it just never get out and get out. But I'll get it out on a nice day. I ain't going to drive it to and from work every day, not like that. But I'm going to get it out on a nice day and take it for a cruise, run down the river road, whatever, you know, go out to eat or something like that, take it back home. Probably not a whole lot at night because I don't want to clean the bugs off the front of it no more than I have to. But yeah, so go to car shows and enjoy it. That's my plan. Well, my uncle, he loves it, and he knows that I love it. He's really proud of what I've taken it to, what I've done with it. It was a lot of work, honored to have the car, and I said I enjoy it. I really do.